All right, here we go. Quiet! Roll 'em!
Dr. Sleep was directed by Mike Flanagan and stars Ian McGregor, aka General Kenobi, and Rebecca Ferguson, and is a sequel to The Shining, which I love. I'm a very big fan of The Shining. It's one of my favorite Kubrick movies, and it's one of my favorite performances by Jack Nicholson. It's a sequel to The Shining, and in this movie we get to see how Danny and his mother, how their life went on after leaving the Overlook Hotel. And we get to see how has Danny, became normal, or how he's still affected by the things he witnessed at the Overlook Hotel. And it's really interesting to see how he deals with it, and to see he's still very much affected by the things he saw there. He sees different stuff still. It's kind of creepiness, but he does find somewhat of a way to control those demons basically in his life. But we still see years later, when he's an adult, he's still very much affected by the stuff happened all those years ago. When we meet him, he's a heavy drinker. He gets into fights. His life has gone down the hill basically. But then through meeting some people, he finds a way to finally start off like a normal life, to live in a normal way. And then we also have Rebecca Ferguson, who is like this leader of this cult that eats your soul. It's like the best way I can explain, because that's basically it. They never explain what or who or what their goals are, what they want to do. It's like this group of people that eat your soul, and through eating your soul, they get longer life throughout that. And she has psychic abilities. And Ian McGregor also has psychic abilities. And this other black girl in the movie who also has psychic abilities. Basically, the main characters become Professor X and have all the psychic mental abilities, and it kind of becomes like this mental war in a way. But I must say that cult, and every time we cut back to them, was the weakest point of the movie, because those characters weren't interesting and they weren't really threatening or scary. It was just very... that was like the weaker point of the movie. The other weaker point, I must also say, this movie isn't scary at all. Like, I remember watching The Shining, and even though I watched it when I was grown, there's still scenes that are scary. When him just riding throughout the Overlook Hotel, you see the twins, you see Jack Nicholson running with the axe. Like, there's a lot of aspect of the movie that's still like scary, and that's why it's such a great movie. And this movie isn't scary at all, but was kind of disappointing, because I was like excited, ooh, are we going to see some new cool scary stuff? But no, we just see the old stuff over and over again throughout the movie. And the problem is, we see it so many times that we become numb to it anymore. It's like we've seen it. Like, as soon as you've seen it like for the 10th time, you're just like, oh yeah, okay, it's there. That's like kind of like it wasn't that much thing out of it. But the movie was still good. Like I said, Ian McGregor is very good. The other performances are fine. Just I think they should have put the focus more on Ian McGregor character, because the focus kind of goes from Rebecca Ferguson to the black girl's character to her character, and sometimes it doesn't focus as much on Ian McGregor character, which I think was kind of like, well, why would spend that much time on those other characters when the most interesting character is him, and to see him how it is, and how his life, how he will fight and win fighting that battle against those demons, So it's like it's a little bit back and forth, I must say. But I must say that the best part of the movie is the third act. When he goes to the Overlook Hotel, and then we get that shot, and we get the music, dun, dun, dun. That's like for all the Shining fans, that's the moment, that's the stuff you came to see. And the third act is just overall fan service. Like, you see the stuff you want to see, you see the twins, you see all the stuff come back. Once I knew they went to the Overlook Hotel, I was like, are they gonna bring back Jack Nicholson? I was like, oh, they gotta bring back Jack Nicholson. They do bring him back in a way, but it's not completely Jack Nicholson, because like we have flashback scenes in the movie, played by different actors, of course, and the guy who plays Jack Nicholson in the movie, he does a good job, but he doesn't really look like Jack Nicholson. Like, they try make him look like him. But I'm just like thinking, in this day and age where deep fake is such a popular thing, where you can literally take the old actor and put on face on another actor and make look perfectly, like, why they didn't do that? That would be perfect, because then you would have, a perfect looking young Jack Nicholson. But like, the thing they do is fine, it's okay. As a sequel, I would say it's fine, it's okay. I wish it would have been a little bit better. Also, like the scene where you see Red Room on the wall, that's just basically a trailer shot. That's just a stuff to get people in the theaters, because the way it's put in the movie, and the way it shows up, through this one action, it makes sense in a little way, but it never makes any sense on why that actually happened. Like why that version. When I saw it happen in the movie and how it built up to that moment, of seeing Red Room again on the wall, it was kind of like I didn't feel it didn't really connect to me. It didn't really explain why it would this. Like they should have just shown murder, but because it's fans, it's basically just a trailer shot. It's like some scenes in the movie don't always add up. It's just like for the trailer to have this cool moment, Red Room, just to get the fans hyped. But Doctor Sleep is okay. It's a good movie. It's like it has its highs and lows. There's good performances. Ian McGregor being the best part. The other performances are also good. Like I said, the one cold thing with Rebecca Ferguson's and that part was kind of disappointing and not interesting. Because they could have made it so much interesting, or at least more like it would be like a really scary code. And Rebecca Ferguson's character isn't really that interesting either in the movie, And she says all that and she also says a lot of times, "Hi there," and she's the only character who keeps saying, "Well, hi there, well, hi there, hi there," and I'm just like. You have Ian McGregor in the movie, General Kenobi, and you have not him once say, "Hello there." It's like they're kind of teasing their fans, like, "Oh yeah, Ian McGregor's in the movie. We know he keeps saying hello there, and he keeps saying hi there, hi there." It's kind of like, this mishmash is like, "Oh, come on, just say it already." It's like it's kind of teasing like the Star Wars fans. But like I said, I'm going to give this movie a 6 out of 10. Doctor Sleep. I would say go see it. It's interesting. There's some good aspects of the movie, but if it compares to The Shining, like as a Shining sequel, it was a little bit disappointing. But it's a fine movie. So thanks everybody for watching, and as always, see you next time.
Cut!